Good morning, Judy Moody fans. Today we are on chapter 10. We've in the last two chapters of The Doctor is in, Judy Moody, Book 5, Megan McDonald's. Chapter 10 is MD equals Mumpty Dumpty. I think that we talked about Humpty Dumpty earlier in our chapter, so let's find out what's Mumpty Dumpty. The next morning, Judy woke up sick. Not fake sick, not just mad at her friend sick. Real and true sick. Pain in the brain sick. Hot in the head sick. Frog in the throat sick. Judy ran to the mirror and stuck out her tongue. It was red, all right, not just Cherry Ames cough drop red, fire engine red, and she saw bumpy mumps of a lump in the back of her throat, one on each side. She, Judy Moody, had grapefruit tonsils, bowling ball tonsils. Ooh, maybe she got sick from stink. The lumps made her look like a hound dog. The lumps made her look like a clone of Peanut the dwarf guinea pig with chipmunk cheeks. The lumps made her look like Mumpty Dumpty. Dad came into her room. He felt her forehead. He looked at her lumpty dumpty throat. He took her temperature. "You're sick, all right," said Dad, peering at the thermometer. "Looks just like what Stink had. Must be tonsillitis." Judy came into her room, or Stink came into her room before leaving for school to see if she was sick for real. There she is, looking at her throat and her tongue in the mirror. She looks really sick. "Stink," Judy whisper yelled. "Get out of my room." The lumps made her sound funny. "Get off your broom." "My room. Get out." "How come?" "You don't want to catch a bad case of my lumps." Mouse jumped onto the bottom bunk. "How come Mouse gets to be in here and I don't?" "Cats don't have tonsils." "Stink, don't get too close to Judy," yelled Mom. Stink was not allowed in her room. Rare. Staying home sick was not as fun as Judy thought it would be. When Mom brought up ginger ale with the crazy straw, it went up Judy's nose. When Dad brought toast with mashed bananas, Judy took one look and said, "I think somebody already ate this." And worst of all, TV shows in the middle of the day were full of KISSING, kissing. Mom took Judy's temperature for real with a brand new no cat hair thermometer. Human temperature, 101.9. "I called Dr. McCavity," said Mom. "This will make you feel better." She held out some medicine. Not double yum baby aspirin that tastes like orange lifesavers and you get to chew it. Not triple yum cough syrup that tastes like grape lifesavers and you get to drink it. A pill, not just any pill, a big pill, a monster pill, like a pill the size of Nebraska. Mom wanted her to swallow it, not chew it. Drink it, swallow it. Mom wanted her to swallow Nebraska. Judy held her throat. "I can't swallow it," she said in a sickly way. "You were swallowing ginger ale just fine," said Mom. "Ginger ale is not Nebraska," Judy mumbled in her bowling ball tonsils voice. Her words came out all mumbly-dumply. "Alaska," said Mom. "Nebraska," said Judy. "Just try," said Mom. "It will make you feel lots better." Judy shut her eyes. She pinched her nose, put the pill in her mouth, and gulped down a glass of water. "That's better," said Mom. Judy stuck her tongue out. The pill was still there. Judy, how are you going to be a doctor if you can't take your own medicine? When I'm a doctor, I'll invent a pill swallowing machine, said Judy. Okay, never mind. I'll crush it up and you can drink it. Wank who? Said Judy. Judy felt lousy, lousier than lice, lumpier than mumps, germier than worms. A day without school was longer than a month. A day without school took a year. At least she, Bozo the clown, did not have to go to school to face her not-so-funny friends. Oh yeah, that's right. Last chapter, her friends played a joke on her about cloning. That was not so nice. Still, if they made up, she could be passing notes to Rocky right now, or telling jokes to Frank Pearl, or making faces at Jessica Roden Fink Finch. But they were all at school. School. Learning fun, interesting, fascinating, not pain in the brain stuff, like the smallest bone in your ear is the isessel, not popsicle, or how to spell maximilla, a jawbone, not Godzilla. Judy wished she could clone a friend to have right here, right now. Instead, she counted Band-Aids in her Band-Aid collection. 337, plus 13 on how to get better. Her doctor doll, plus a brand new box of 30 bug Band-Aids she got from Mom this morning just for being sick. 337 plus 13 plus 30 equals too hard to figure out when you're not at school. She practiced her autograph, fast and messy like real doctors. She drew cartoons on her pillowcase with markers. Frank with a mustache, Rocky with Frankenstein hair, and Jessica Finch with a rodent brain. A stink spiderweb. And there's her signature she's practicing. She made a list of all of her stuffed animals. Ned Bear, Ted Bear, Fred Bear, Cornflake, not clone guinea pig, Brownie, Toucan, Snowflake, Augie, Doggy, Pepper. There were more, but writing them all down gave her writer's cramp on top of bowling ball tonsils. She took her own temperature with the fancy thermometer that beeped. It was not normal. It was not 86.6. Judy's temperature was 188.8. Judy's temperature was 0.0. Judy's temperature was beep, 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 beep. She, Judy Moody, had the temperature of an outer space alien. She stared at cracks in the ceiling. The Big Dipper, a giant hot dog, a brain without a pain in it. She took her temperature again. Beep! Still 0.0. Mouse, stick out your tongue, she said. She held the thermometer under Mouse's tongue. Mouse's temperature was the letter M. She tried again. Mouse's temperature was Mouse's temperature was not even numbers. Mouse's temperature was not even human. There's her list, and there is Mouse with her thermometer in her mouth. Mouse, the cat, was sicker than she, Dr. Judy Moody. Poor baby, said Judy. She fed Mouse on ABC, already been chewed up mashed banana strip toast. Mouse loved mushed bananas. She sped read one book of Stink's Megazoid books about evil ants from an asteroid between Mars and Jupiter that try to take over the universe. She read 2 days of Rex Morgan MD comics Dad saved for her. She read 3 chapters of Cherry Ames, student nurse, mystery? Cherry Ames, student nurse, mystery, till her eyes felt like kerfooey. Finally, after about 100 years, Stink came home from school. After about 100 more, he came upstairs and walked right into her room. Stink. Worms. Worms are everywhere. You better get out of here. Worms? Germs. Stink. Germs. Didn't you see the sign? Judy pointed to the sign she had made on the door. Quarantine. That means stay away. Unfortunately, we're all up to date on what quarantine means after our pandemic. Mom said to bring you your homework. Plus, I brought other stuff. Like what? A wooden nickel from Rocky that he got from Susie, the magic lady. It has a picture of a rabbit coming out of a hat. I'm mad at him, said Judy. In fact, I'm smad, and I'm not going to make up for a nickel, wooden or not. Here's a card from Jessica Finch with a pretend spelling quiz. See, the card said, get well soon, get well son, get well soon. And you have to look inside for the right answer. Judy opened the card. It said, none of the above. Get well soon, your pal Jessica Finch. I think she meant to put your unpal Jessica Finch. And do-da, a love note from Frank Pearl, Stink told her. There's her spelling card. Gimme that, said Judy. I made you something at school today, too. Stink took a mashed up wad of paper out of his backpack. A mashed up wad of paper? Said Judy. Sank woo very much. N-O, it's a cootie catcher. I can catch germs with it, see? Stink jumped up and down, grabbing at air. Stink, said Judy. Don't make me waff. Okay, I won't make you waff. But look, it tells fortune. Stink held out the cootie catcher. Pick a number. Judy looked at the cootie catcher. She could not find a number. All she could find were funny-looking words. It's French, said Stink. We learned French, colors and numbers. Pick one. Judy pointed to Querte. 4, said Stink. Un, dex, tros, cuerto. Now, pick a color. If you say so, said Judy. She pointed to blue. It looked like blue with the letters mixed up. B-L-U-E, B-L-E-U, said Stink. Pick one more color. Judy pointed to another one. Red. Rouge. R-O-U-G-E, said Stink. He lifted up the flap. Here's your fortune, said Stink. Alia e un dragon dos monlit. What does that mean? Asked Judy. Your friends are a bunch of clony balonies. It means there's a dragon in my bed, Stink told her. What is? That is? That's my fortune? It's that or my horse is dizzy, said Stink. Those are the only 2 sentences I learned so far. I know one more, said Judy. You know French? Asked Stink. Oi, said Judy. She took out her doctor pad. She wrote a prescription for Stink. Stink Moody. get out of my room and close le door. Oh, there's the fortune, the cootie catcher. Maybe you can make one of those today for something fun to do. That is the end of Mumpty Dumpty, Chapter 10. I hope you guys have a great day. One more chapter. It's called Most Definitely. And that will be the last chapter of Emergency, book number 5 by Judy Moody. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.